Hello, my name is Sunny Beatson and I'm from Burnie, Tasmania. In May, there was a COVID outbreak in a hospital here. Burnie went into one of the first lockdowns in Australia. Dad lost his job in the mines. Like a lot of people, I started cooking. I thought it'd be a great idea to sell our doughnuts. So I posted that on Facebook. And then I soon found myself taking over Mum's kitchen, making 40 doughnuts, which took me about 8 hours. Grab a mix. We started doing deliveries after the first couple of months. We were making about 1,400 doughnuts a week. My little brothers would come in and work for a reward, which was a donut. I had to take over the kitchen. Mum was a bit worried that she wasn't going to get it back, so I had to find a shop and wouldn't have ended well. I got my first shop in the Burnie CBD. It posed a few challenges because I'm in grade 10 this year and I'm working 6 days a week from 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. I'm now making 2,100 donuts a week. So now we're actually moving to our second shop, the massive commercial kitchen. And I hired my first employee named James. He's a barista. It's a good time. Friends with skating and playing basketball, but that sort of stuff doesn't interest me at the moment. What does interest me is learning about business and growing as a person. A good thing that has come out of 2020, it did look bleak at times because of the pandemic. I learned that if you write down your goals and work towards them every day, it's completely possible. My hopes for 2021 would be that everyone in Australia tries my doughnuts. Yeah, nothing too big, just the usual. Happy New Year, everyone.
G'day everybody, my name's Sky and I'm a ranger here at Phillip Island Nature Parks at the wonderful Penguin Parade here in Victoria. We have 32,000 little penguins that call Phillip Island home. Usually we would have thousands of people sitting right here on these stands, looking out to sea, waiting for the little penguins to arrive. But for most of this year, we've unfortunately been closed. So instead of bringing the people to the penguins, we had to find a way to bring the penguins to the people. We started Live Penguin TV, a live stream of our penguins every single night crossing the beach. Particularly at this time of year, they have chicks that they need to feed, they have eggs that they're sitting on, and it's a bit of a penguin party up here. Normally we might expect 700,000 people to come and visit us here at the Penguin Parade, but in 2020 we reached over 20 million people via our penguin live stream. The penguins have to be really resilient just to make it through a day out in the ocean, and I think there's a lot we can learn from our little penguins about making it through tough times. One really good thing to come out of 2020 has been the ability to connect with so many people all around the world and share our message of conservation with as many people as possible. If I had one wish for 2021, it would be that people would care for the environment, make changes in their life that mean that we can enjoy this wonderful world that we've got for many, many generations to come. Happy New Year, everybody!
My name's Laura. I work on the infectious diseases unit at the Royal Melbourne Hospital as a clinical nurse specialist. In the first wave, we felt, I guess, a sense of control, yes. There was lots of preparation. We felt we had time on our hands compared to what we were seeing overseas. And then it felt like it happened overnight, the second wave, and it hit us like a ton of bricks. Even though you are in PPE, you're still at risk, especially if the patient's quite infectious and coughing. Just a simple hand holding or being able to sit at the bedside and listen to them for a bit longer. COVID put such a big 1.5 metre wall between you and the patient. It goes against your human nature to stand in the corner and just nod. Victoria going through the bushfires and then the pandemic hitting, and then this wave of new community spirit came. It really shone through the care and love and the kindness, I think, that people had with an increasing of recognition of people in the front line and in healthcare, people sharing stories of the kind things that they were doing, looking out for each other. My hopes for 2021 is that we don't forget what we've learned, that we've slowed down and we don't have to be everything and do everything, realising what is important. Happy New Year. I hope you have a safe, happy and healthy 2021.
It's important to our young people to do paintings and to learn from us.
Ernabella Arts is incredibly important to the community of Pukatja because it's a very inclusive environment where anybody can come and make something to make themselves feel good, and we're the only locally owned business. We're Unanu led and run.
Working inside, and the policeman came and said, "Oh, we're going to close the art centre."
Our art centre got shut because it was deemed not essential.
And everybody walked out and said, "Oh, yeah, no, we wanted to keep painting here."
COVID opened up space for new things that we weren't normally able to do because we're in this little town and we send all of our artwork out, but COVID actually allowed us to do stuff here in community for the people. One of the things that we wanted to do for a really long time was to paint the local supermarket. We set it up into different frames so that people could social distance, so kid, adult, all the way around the building, and yeah, we painted the store.
Well, when the art centre was closed, we came out here and we've been painting this tank, and we cooked the kangaroo tail out here and talking stories about the whole time.
I actually think there's a lot of positive things that have happened in this little tiny town of about 490 people in 2020, and that kind of spirit of resilience and strength in a time of crisis, I just think has been remarkable. And what we got out of it were these beautiful local art pieces that never would have happened if it wasn't for COVID.
We have to be strong. Don't stop. Keep doing it. Keep working. It will make you strong and you will be happy.
Hello everyone, my name is Joe. I'm a former employee of Tiger Air Australia, based out of Melbourne as a first officer on the Boeing 737. Due to the pandemic from COVID-19, I was made redundant with a lot of my work colleagues, and I was fortunate enough for the Royal Flying Doctor Service in Western Australia to offer me a position back here in Pukatja. So one of the personal challenges coming back to Pukatja is I haven't seen my wife since the 1st of April, but we've persevered through this time. We've had its challenges, definitely learnt that you've got to really communicate well over the phone.
Hey, how you going?
Good, is it coffee time?
Yes, it is.
I sort of use this time really for the downtime. I think in Melbourne you're sort of in a fast lane and life goes by really quick and you kind of don't live life. So I love helping people, and that's pretty much what the RFDS is there for. Seeing the look on people's faces when you rock up there with the doctor and the nurse, just the relief and the appreciation of us being there. I really like to thank all the Australians, just to see how everyone's sort of come together to work during this pandemic. Hopefully we see ourselves out of this very soon.
Happy New Year, everyone. All the best for 2021.
Hi, I'm Marilyn. I live just outside Mogo on a small farm with my 2 children and my partner Tim.
My name's Kizzy. I've lived in Mogo for 45 years, all of my life.
I'm Vanessa and this is my husband Peter.
We've been in the little village of Mogo for 40 years. We were the first craft art gallery there.
On New Year's Eve last year we lost everything in the bushfires, and 2020 has been a big challenge.
I just went blank for a while, feeling like I imagine a refugee would feel. You're walking on ground with nothing, owning nothing.
It was devastating to learn that our dream home had burnt to the ground.
The only thing we owned was the burnt land.
We went to have a meeting to see what we could do for the community, and all of a sudden people were getting phone calls that there were trucks with donations on them, and they just didn't stop.
We're currently living in a shipping container on the farm, which, thanks to the generosity of others, we've been able to fit out and make comfortable so that we can be here at home on the farm while we rebuild our new house.
We are rebuilding our church pottery from scratch with donations.
The best thing to come out of 2020 for me would be the community spirit, and the fact that we have all stuck by each other, looked after each other.
The kindness that is out there, the kindness that we were shown, has just been mind-blowing and we're so grateful.
So what I've learned out of 2020 and the destruction caused by the huge fires is that no matter what your circumstances, our environment has to be looked after because it doesn't discriminate.
Happy New Year, everyone. Stay safe, stay strong, and take care.
Tell people you love them.
Thank you. I'd like to just thank everybody who's helped us.
Happy New Year, everyone. I wish you the same peace and happiness that I've found.